problem in life
Never would, y'all.
was overcoming myself. But once I defeated myself, the only thing left was peace.
So this is to the dude in my comment section, the super duper Errol Spence fan, who is bringing up Olympic pedigree. I was gonna go all in this video and just like give you examples and things, people in history who are exceptional, things like that. But I don't really see the need to, because again, just like I told you in the comment section, you guys only value Olympic pedigree when it's convenient and it's favoring Errol Spence. Again, Bud Crawford has embarrassed gold medalist, silver medalist. You know, those have been some of his easiest fights. And I think you're kind of looking at it the wrong way. You can see guys like Gary Russell Jr., Sean Porter, and Errol Spence, for example, who have Olympic pedigree. And you can see how those guys, they throw a lot of non-impactful punches. You know, they throw a lot of punches. Gary Russell throws a lot of punches. Sean Porter throws a lot of punches. Errol Spence throws a lot of punches. But you can see that they just throw them because of that conditioning that they probably most likely gained, you know, being Olympians and things like that. Where you're just trying to land to score points, but you're not really landing to get guys out of there, you understand? And the fight game, it's all about the hurt business. That's the difference between being an amateur and being a professional. And one guy has mastered the hurt business, as Sean Porter found out, you understand? The other guy, you know, he has to, I guess, Olympic pedigree taught him the ability to punch people's balls when he's getting pieced up, you understand? I could go at this in so many ways, but I think it's kind of a blessing that Crawford was not conditioned in that system. I know that it makes your value higher. Like, for example, even Danny Garcia had high value coming out as an amateur, and a lot of companies sought him out. Terrence Crawford, that was not the route he was meant to go. He was kicked off the team for Gary Russell Jr., and you can see, you know, where Gary Russell Jr. is and where Terrence Crawford is. And it's the same with guys like Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman. Crawford's already above those guys. He's already a Hall of Famer. Again, I think it's a blessing that he was his own trailblazer, which is exactly what Terrence Crawford is. These other guys are not. Errol Spence aspired to be a Keith Thurman. He started to even talk like Keith Thurman and act like Keith Thurman. Terrence Crawford acts like himself. He don't act like nobody else. He's his own distinctive person. And again, when he goes up against gold medalists, silver medalists, and things like that, he really embarrasses those guys and shows them how far more formidable his style is and things like that. And again, just like a Sean Porter, Gary Russell, Errol Spence, you see that at least in the case of Sean Porter, Errol Spence, like their knockouts and even knockdowns dwindled. You understand, they all have that high value thing, high volume type style where you're throwing a bunch of punches and whatever else, but they're not that accurate. Errol Spence is not that accurate, guys. He throws away a lot of punches, same with Sean Porter. Gary Russell, it looks nice, but he doesn't put those combinations together that he's throwing all those little weak punches that he throws. So again, if you want to put your value in Olympic pedigree while dismissing what Terrence Crawford does to people with Olympic pedigree, I don't know what to tell you. Now I want to get to a different topic. It's the same topic, but what I've noticed. Now, Terrence Crawford came out with this really cool training montage, and you can see just with the little clues that he's doing very strenuous training. He's pushing himself. You can see the desire. Even when I hear him talk in interviews and things like that, he's talking about greatness. He's talking about how this is my era. That's how a guy's supposed to be talking. That's what a guy's supposed to be talking about. Errol Spence, I go on his social media. He's over here releasing his OnlyFans content. And what I saw was just, let's just say he definitely knows his fan base. He knows exactly how you dudes are. But, I see one guy over here training, working his butt off, and I see this other dude. Let's give my fans the ability to see when I get my tattoos. Here's tattoo ink dripping in my belly button. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are really serious coming on my comment section, you still pulling for a dude like this, I don't know what to tell you, man. We told you before, just when it comes to the punch placement timing, he's gonna be at a huge disadvantage, because now you're gonna be forced to fight a fight where you got to think and where you got to be able to seize openings and land in tight pockets. Do you understand? Tight little windows. It's like a quarterback throwing to a wide receiver and he's like triple teamed or something. You got to think of it in aspects of that. And that's not Errol Spence. Again, this is why you're a volume puncher. This is why you claim you break people down, although you consistently go to people's genitals. Do you understand? And I got a dude over here talking to me about Olympic pedigree, dude. Get it out of here, man. Another thing too, the feet. They're clowning Teddy Atlas right now, but Teddy Atlas said something very important. And if you watch Terrence Crawford's fights, the name of the game with Terrence Crawford is you're on a tightrope. And what he's going to do the whole entire time is get you to overextend and overreach. And guess who overextends and overreaches all the time? In fact, you guys claim he has fundamentals. He does it all the time. You understand? And when his weight goes on his lead foot, again, he can only go forwards and backwards. It pretty much cuts off his lateral movement. When he does try to use his lateral movement, again, he goes off balance, guys. It's just simple things, but you're even going to have to pay attention to your feet. It's not going to be like Ugas, who stood there right in front of you. It's not going to be like Danny Garcia. You understand? Sean Porter came to you, took the fight to you, threw punches and combinations. There really wasn't nothing Spence could really do other than punch him in his balls, guys. Again, sparring partner took it to you, and you got your eye you got your eye messed up, you understand, and you had to pull out the Manny Pacquiao fight. If you put your punches together on Spence, even with Derrick James, when you go and watch his fights, they could not handle combination punching. Derrick James was a dirty fighter too. Had some DQs, and I think they were for low blows, but when I was watching the Lipsy fight, he intentionally threw a Muay Thai elbow at this dude because he was starting to get beat up and everything. I saw, Derrick James, Errol Spence, this is all a reality check. But again, one dude's over here talking about money and things like this. Again, this dude, he's a Muslim 1 minute. He's a farmer. He's a street thug. Again, he was the suburb boy. Again, guys, I don't know what this guy's identity is going to be next after this fight. You know what I'm saying? This guy, I don't like dudes like that are fake, that are chameleons, which is all he is, that are trendy, fad followers. Terrence Crawford is a trailblazer, guys. Errol Spence is not. You know what I'm saying? Even Steph Curry, if you guys watch basketball, he's inspired a whole generation of kids to jack up threes today from half court. You know what I'm saying? He can say what he wants, but I think his style was inspired by Bud. I think just like how Canelo inspired to be like Floyd early on in his career, was even using his moves. It's the same thing with Ennis Boots, and it's going to be with both fighters. You're going to see more fighters be able to fight with the, conventional and southpaw. That's going to be like a standard moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And you can thank Terrence Crawford for that. He doesn't deserve full credit, but he will play a big part in that. That's what trailblazers do. Dudes who, go out drinking and all this other stuff and give you OnlyFans content where you can see him get his tattoos. I know you dudes are going to eat that stuff up. Again, when I watch his training clips, he's not training hard. It's not strenuous. Like, it just seems like he's really coasting and stuff like that. I don't see this man go hard, and his body looks it as well. Again, you still look soft in the gut. I'm not impressed with what I see. And just go look back at the Ugas fight. Look at him around this time, before the Ugas fight. You're going to see a huge difference in his body. You're going to see how more cut, how much muscular he was and things like that. And this fight, man, I'm telling you, you're getting that Mickey Garcia, you're getting that Sean Porter little flimsy little Errol Spence. You're like, maybe it's drug testing. I don't know, guys. You know, it's just weird to me that some dudes, they can't stay consistent over the span of their career. And that's what typically throws up a red flag on me. I'm not worried about amateur style. I'm not worried about Errol Spence's whatever else, dude. I'm really not. It's just a different fight, just like how he claims that Sean Porter got tired in that fight. That's what Terrence Crawford style does to opponents. You can't do what you want to do. You're going to have to do what he wants you to do. And Errol Spence did not fight Sean Porter his own style. That is one of the most lamest excuses and narratives that I ever heard in the sport of boxing, dude. You're getting your butt whipped. You got beat by Omar Figueroa, you got beat by Castano. Those type of styles always give you problems because you can't handle combination punching. People, you know, they haven't tried it yet, except for Sean Porter. But if you go forward at him, make him fight backwards, you know what I'm saying? He's not that effective. He's only effective when he's there hitting your body, your balls, your hips, your legs, and all that crap. And while the other opponent's not doing nothing, just shelling up. If Terrence Crawford does not lay down, he's going to win. It's just as simple as that. If I'm telling you, even if you punch back at this dude while he's doing that crap, he's going to go backwards. He's not a true killer like that. And, you know, keep telling you guys time and time and again. But yeah, it's good that Terrence Crawford was not educated and conditioned by the Olympic style of boxing. Again, he has a far more formidable, effective style that really causes damage and things like that. That's how old school fighters were back in the day. They didn't fight like dudes fight today, where you throw 1,000 punches. What's the use of throwing 1,000 punches if you ain't getting your man out of there? That's questions you guys need to ask yourselves. If you are truly true boxing fans and things like that, go look at old fights. Look how they fight, guys. Everything is mean. Everything has intent. Do you understand? Today, again, I'm throwing 10 punches, maybe land 2. Okay, throwing 5 to land maybe one good effective one. So you guys got to start thinking about that type of stuff. I don't know what to tell you. Fanboyism ain't gonna help Errol Spence. Again, you know, getting tattoos and crap and releasing that, you know, that's cool. And Errol Spence, he talks a good game. He does, but he contradicts himself all the time. I never listen to what that dude says. I've learned to understand that because he's just a walking contradiction. So not too worried. Plus the prop bets are finally looking better. You know, people are still putting more of their money on Terrence Crawford. His gap is widening right now. So again, I hear the talk, but I don't see the action, guys. But we will see the action on July 29th. And I'm telling you right now, this fight ain't going to be what it was built up as. It's not. The first few rounds maybe will be competitive, but Errol Spence is going to be very passive in this fight. He's not going to be his, I guess, his passive-aggressive self, because he's not a true aggressive fighter. He's really not, if you know what you're really looking at. Again, he only punches when dudes ain't doing nothing. He don't like to exchange because he knows he gets caught. He's no Julio Cesar Chavez, dude. You ain't that type of pedigree fighter, dude. You have a offbeat style, you know, that's been effective with the matchmaking and everything they supplied you, you know. But against a guy like Terrence Crawford, they kept you away from your entire career, you're not ready, dude. You're not. You couldn't even beat Jaron Ennis Boots and Virgil Ortiz right now. You ain't fought a puncher. You understand. You've been given the silk sheets, man. You've been pacified too much, and it's going to stunt your growth, and it's going to show in this fight again. Sticking to my guns, guys. If you got more, bring it up. You got any requests, bring it up in the comment section. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.